Hello guys, another Erebos Gaming video for you. This is a new game. It's a game called Terraria. I'm sure if you've been on the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Live Store, I'm sure you've seen this game advertised. I'm actually playing with Aaron, a guy from the Call of Duty clan that we play with, and basically what we're doing in this video is we're trying to get that little green gem up there on the right. It's in the middle of the lava. We've already started draining the pit, but the level's barely going down, so we've decided we need to sort of make our way round and sort of drain it from the bottom. It's quite funny how we do it in the end, actually. But yeah, this game, I'm actually underground at the moment. It's a little bit like a 2D Minecraft for people who haven't played it. I'm not actually a fan of Minecraft at all. I think it's, you know, a complete crap myself, but that's just my opinion. But this is just really fun, and it's really quite retro, and it's only about £11 to buy as well, so it's quite a good game if you want something to mess about on. I literally, once I start playing this, I can't get off it because there's always something to do. As you can see, Aaron there getting minced by the lava, and he makes his way back down to me pretty soon. But so we're just making my way through here now. It's quite tricky because the lava's there, and I aren't very good at this game at the moment. I'm still getting used to the controls and things, but I sort of take my time and just try and sort of get around the lava and get underneath it, try and find a spot whilst I'm waiting for Aaron. But yeah, this game, basically the sort of idea is you've got like, you start off with like a basic pickaxe, a basic axe, and a basic weapon, almost like any sort of, like a World of Warcraft or Rift or any game like that. You sort of start off with the very basics, and you have to use like crafting to make new weapons and items and armor and things like that. So you can find like copper ore, iron ore, gold ore, silver, demonite as well, and you can make like really fancy armor, really fancy weapons. You can also find potions, and there's torches and things you can use to light up. It's really fun. You can have hours of fun on it. So what I'm basically going to do is, if people enjoy these videos, I'm going to just make a little quest each time. This time it's getting the gem from the lava pit. You know, I can go to like the highest point, the lowest points. You can actually get to hell if you go to the next level below this lava. We find out there's like demons and things. I can show you that on the next level, in the next video if you guys like it. So as you can see, I'm just sort of thinking about it now, trying to think of the best way of doing this. There's some enemies there, and the enemies in this game are really quite diverse. There's anything from sort of slimes to like zombies and flying demons, and there's bosses, and there's all sorts. But like I say, I'm not very experienced on this. I haven't really done much on this yet. I'm like I say, if there was levels, which I don't know if there is, I don't think there is, but if there was, I'm probably only about level 5 or 6 at the moment. But I'm way beyond my depth at the moment down here. I probably shouldn't be this low, but I'm just sort of trying to make my way down without getting killed at the moment, waiting for Aaron to get back, because he's got much better items than me, so he sort of does the killing for me. So yeah, I can't really remember what I think I'm just waiting for Aaron here now at the moment. I think I'm waiting for him to get his ass back down to me. I'm getting attacked there by a slime. Them mother slimes, I think if you kill them, they break up into littler slimes, which are annoying. Oh yeah, that's it. I was waiting here for Aaron to come back so he knows where to go, because I've sort of made the path for him, and I didn't want him to jump off there and fall into the lava, so I'll wait here for him. As you can see, he's coming along there, and he gets hit by the lava again. I'm sure Aaron probably wasn't very good at Mario. Sorry, Aaron. Okay, he's got to make it. Oh, I think he makes a little wall, and then once he gets down to me, you'll see us go underneath, and we sort of make like 3 little taps, almost like a demolition crew, to sort of drain this lava pit to get the gem. So I see, I'm just waiting here for him. So I'll skip on a little bit here now. Another great thing about this game is the how there's sort of daytime and nighttime, and when you get onto the surface, you can sort of build yourself a house using the stone, or you know, you can use red brick, gold bricks as well. I think the best bricks you can do, if you have gold ore and combine them with a stone rock, you can make gold bricks, so you can make your house nice and fancy. You can also get like workbenches and anvils and armor statues. I can show you them in other videos. Obviously, it's not that interesting to show, but that's the sort of place you craft your armor and your weapons and things like that. I think we're making our way around to get that gold ore vein, as you can see. If we just sort of craft a little path up, I think I could just go and get this while he makes his way down. So yeah, the whole point of this exercise, as I said at the start, is just get that gem. It probably isn't even a great gem. I'll let Aaron have it in the end. It's probably not even worth getting, but it's just the principle for me. They've obviously made it difficult for me to get it, so I want to get it. It's just how I roll. You can see that skeleton's there trying to get to me, but he ain't gonna get to me. Sometimes what I do when I play this, for anyone who has already played this, when I'm being chased by monsters, sometimes I just turn around and just block my way off. I don't actually fight very much on this. I don't trust the fighting system at all, because they just all bombard you sometimes and just knock you all over the place. I tend to just like stand on a rock or something and just keep hitting them really slow. But yeah, so as you can see there, he's sort of made a little place there. You can just tap the lava, but it isn't really worth it. My plan is to get underneath in that little that sort of hill part there on your left. My plan is to get under there, and Aaron's going to keep digging down right underneath and sort of make a big sort of chasm for it to fall into. So yeah, this is how we spend our Monday night. As you can see, we've just been playing some Call of Duty, and we decided to bob onto this, partially to get a video for you guys, and partially just for his own entertainment really. We played this probably for another hour after this, just doing some random things. It's always fun playing this. Like I say, I would recommend people buying it. It does look really stupid and really childish at first glance, but this game is as much fun as your imagination. Really, it's as good as you make it. This game, really, that's the sort of crux of it. If you've got like a wild imagination, you can find fun things to do. Then it's always going to be fun. So Aaron's now going to start making his way down underneath the whole lava pit, and I'm going to sort of make a little, what I call a tap here. If I break it all the way, just so it's just like one sort of brick away from spewing out the lava, and Aaron's going to go down and do the same in, like, I think he does 2 or 3 other spots. But like I say, at first glance it does look a bit tedious. I've got a gold pickaxe, so it's a little bit quicker. As you can see, there's my inventory, and just sort of it's full of chunk at the moment. Well, there you go. A zombie's gone down attacking Aaron there. He's in a bit of a fight. I'm sure he can take it. And you can also wear like vanity items. So I've got like a top hat on, even though underneath I think I've got a silver armor hat. It shows the top hat because sort of my vanity slot, which is quite good. I can sort of go into more detail of the things like that. Sort of as I learn them, I can sort of show you guys. But this game's probably been out a while now, and I'm sure there's plenty of guides and that sort of stuff. So for these videos, I'm sort of aiming to just focus on little quests that we sort of make up for ourselves. I can also put the communications in as well if you guys want to hear that. If you want to hear like me and Aaron talking to each other, I can always do that if you'd rather that than me babbling on. But as you can see, I make some, like, if you make like a wooden plank for yourself, then you can sort of jump on and get to the higher rocks and keep making more wooden planks to keep jumping up and hitting. It's sort of like you have to use your own little methods to do. I'm sure there's many different methods to do the same thing, but like I say, everyone uses their own little methods to get around the individual sort of obstacles. So I do think about making a tap there, but then I realise it probably isn't worth it because there's only a little bit of lava there. So I make a tap a little bit lower down. I sort of make these here. So I think, right, if I make this little tap there, and then I sort of think it through and think, hold on, that's probably going to kill me when it comes out. So I decided to make it lower in the end. Aaron's down there crafting his own little demolition crew. I think I'm discussing with him the best scenario there. Because like I say, this lava will really damage you, and you're going to be dead, lose all your coins and things. And coins aren't really that useful on this. I mean, the merchant, like Aaron says, hasn't got much valuable stuff in there. Maybe the mining hat or something is probably the only thing worth buying. But so I'm making the escape route for Aaron now for when he breaks his taps. So I'm making little wooden platforms for us to sort of escape from. These are great, these wooden platforms. All you need is to chop a tree or chop a few trees outside, and then you craft the wood into wooden planks, and then you can sort of place them anywhere where there's a hard surface, and then you sort of, like I say, as I've done here, you can sort of make your escape route and off you go. So this is our demolition crew. I've made the planks. I'm sort of making our escape route, as I say. Aaron's down there, probably made a massive chasm at this point, if I remember right. I'm sort of testing out the route there, sort of noticed that might be a problem. I think we over-exaggerate how much this lava's going to come out. We made it sound as though like as soon as we break the taps, it's just going to all come flooding through. It's not as dramatic as we thought, but so I'm sort of saying to Aaron now we can make a tap at the bottom corner there. So I think he makes it thin now. But yeah, things like this, you know, are really fun. You know, when you've been playing sort of competitively on games like Call of Duty, this is always good to come on a game like this and just have a little mess around. Like I say, you can build whatever you want. You can build castles if you want. There's so many different things you can build and do, and it is just great. I know Minecraft can do that as well. I'm sure Minecraft's fun when you get into it. I just thought with Minecraft it was just because it's 3D. This sort of you can sort of see the detail like a lot closer. Sort of the block items. It didn't really appeal to me. And I know this is sort of block form, but because you're in 2D, you're sort of further away from it, and it doesn't seem so. It sort of feels like an old Sega game more than anything else. So I'm telling him to sort of hit that rock at the bottom, just to take that skeleton out. I tell him to hit that rock, and obviously he's got his tap at the bottom there as well that he's going to drain. He probably should make a hole at the bottom of that pit there on the right, and then the lava would flow into that, but I don't know if he does or not. So we've got his plan set, so I'm making my way up now. I think he's still not sure which rock I'm on about. I think he knows now. Okay, so I'll make my way up to my tap, if I can. This game, it's so fun when you play it. It's one of them things where you won't sort of know until you try it. So if anything, I'd advise you guys to at least get the trial. Just buy the trial, have a play around on it. It's for some people, not for others. Like I say, just make your own opinion of it. So he's about to break his taps now. He's done the first one, he's done the second one, he's done the third one, I think, and now he's making his way up. Now I smashed my tap. Like I say, it comes out much slower than we expected. We run out of here as if like something out of Indiana Jones, but we make his way out, and then now we're going to go check on his gem. I'm sort of telling him now that we probably should have made a big chasm underneath, like a really big sort of square below it, just for it to all fall into. But it works out alright in the end anyway. As you can see, the lava there, it's quite good how it flows, sort of fluid and quite dynamic. I didn't expect it when I first brought it, but like I say, it does look like a pile of crap really, but the idea behind it is pretty cool. So we're draining the dam now, we're draining the lava dam. We're not quite sure why it isn't flowing any quicker, but so we make our way around now, back where we came from. I always think this would be quite good to sort of level on something like Mario or something. I sort of get the gem, quest for the gem. Okie doke, so I think I have to make some sort of... Oh yeah, I decided to go over the top, and Aaron decided to just make a brick wall at the bottom. I actually didn't think about using stones as platforms before. It's just due to I haven't really played it much. So you always learn things on this. This is great. So he's made a little path over the lava bit, which is always good. And as you can see there underneath, we can just about see our gem. We've just about done enough to get our gem. So take the skeleton out, get him out of the way, and then this is it now. It's just the victory, the last furlong, the final furlong. So we're just smashing through there. Now we've got to just make a little path across. Don't drop that lava on his head as well. I was half expecting one of us to hit it and just for it to all be worth nothing in the end. But yep, we sort of break through that, and now I decide to make a little path across above it, and then sort of mine through the stone and fall onto the gem in the end. But I've already agreed to let Aaron have it, just for pure sake that it wasn't the fact that I wanted the gem, it was just the principle of getting it. So there we go, Aaron gets the gem. It turns out to be an emerald, some type of emerald, Aaron says, you know, it's a medium to rare sort of gem, so it probably isn't worth it for one, I admit, but like I say, it's always fun. So he's got the gem now. Kill the final cave bat, and that's it. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, guys, if you'd like them to be shorter, longer, if you'd like me to go into more depth about things, then I can always do that. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.